Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Trucking with Mike, and today we are going on a nice little trip. We are going from Springfield, Missouri, which was where we're about to head over to Sonora, California. 1,800-mile trip. It's just gonna take us a few days on this trip. So this video here will be multiple parts. There'll probably be about 3 parts for this video, okay? Part 1, you know, which will be today, and probably part of tomorrow. Part 2, part of tomorrow, the next day. Part 3 will be the last day and getting there. So, let's get a roll on, because we got a long trip ahead of us. So like I was saying, this is gonna be a little bit of a trip. And, you know, my calculations, not counting today, it's gonna take about 3 days. Plus the rest of today. So possibly, you know, full 4 days, possibly. But I'm basing the 3-day portion. I'm basing the 3-day portion off driving 600 miles a day, which, you know, I'm going by 11 hours, so, which puts me at roughly 54 miles an hour average doing that. Even though I can go faster than that, that's how I average it out.
Fremont Road.
We are almost to our pickup location. We're picking up at O'Reilly's. I didn't say that. Or it's called Ozark DC or Ozark Automotive. I don't know why it's called Ozark Automotive, because it's just pretty much O'Reilly's. But we're picking up at this one here in Springfield, and that's where we're delivering it to. We're delivering it to O'Reilly's. They're in California. But we need this left lane, so we gotta get over whenever we can. Probably do it after I get through this light here. Get it. See, this part here is the only thing I hate about driving through towns is stoplights. Like, it just drives me up a wall. Especially if I'm like fully loaded, like, I just hate it. Don't want to do it, but it's something every truck driver has to do, whether they want to or not. Like, I don't even care about the traffic part, it's just the stoplights. If they took out stoplights but added a lot more traffic, I wouldn't care. As long as there's no stoplights. So this street here to our left, it's called Patterson. You can get into O'Reilly's that way, but I believe the only area I know to check in is by going up to this next street, which is on Barnes, and making a left, and then making a left into there. Because I know whenever I was in training, sometimes my trainer would go to the other side. But I think that's because he
Turn left at the traffic light.
He did more local stuff. That's what he did, was a lot of local. So he pretty much knew, you know, I think he like knew the people, you know, so he had that, you know, he was able to go to the back and just back into the dock rather than have to go check in, because he already knew the people, because he'd been going there, you know, forever now. Because that's the same thing with the caves. Like, he has the person, because we pick out of the caves here too in Springfield, and a lot of times he'll just call the number for the place we pick up before we even get there, so that way he doesn't have to deal with going inside and checking in and all that. He can just pull up to the gate arm and tell him where he's going. Tell the gate guard where he's going. Alright, so all we need to do is go over these train tracks.
Turn left, then turn right.
And it'll be right up here on the left. Oh, this
Turn
is the,
right on
this
East
is the
Cairo
other one.
Street.
Oh. Yeah, this ain't the one I was thinking.
Turn right on East Walnut Street.
I was thinking of the other building. This one's their other This was their second building. They got 2 buildings here. I guess the other one might be on Patterson. Yeah, the other one is on Patterson. This one here, you don't gotta. It's kind of a weird one. You don't gotta really check in at the guard check. Yeah, I'm sure it used to be like that, but not anymore. But the issue here is I'm not 100% sure where to check in at. I believe right up here. Yeah, right up here. Alright, let me go check in real quick. We are loaded and we are taking off to California now. We're very light. I know that. I'm gonna go weigh it just to double check because the paper didn't have no weights on it. And O'Reilly's usually gives us some very light loads, but without there being a weight on it and me going so far, I just want to make sure that I'm not dreaming pretty much, and that we are very light when it comes to this trailer. But we're just gonna hit up this pilot down the road on 44, going towards Oklahoma. Yeah, so what we got loaded with, it looks like there might be a new store opening or something, because there's cash drawers, so I'm guessing cash registers. There's an open sign. There's some shopping carts. So I'm kind of just figuring. I'm not for sure, but I'm figuring that it's probably a new store opening or something like this $1 General I went to. I delivered to because they were doing remodeling. It could be something like that also, where this O'Reilly's is remodeling their store. But I have no idea. All I know is I'm delivering stuff to O'Reilly's. And I'm not sure where I'm stopping tonight. I do have ideas about where I'm going to stop, but I haven't really, figured out where for sure.
Continue on
It just depends
I-44.
on my time and all that. We'll just have to see what we look like. Once we hit our fuel stop, I'll know for sure where we're stopping. We are here at the Pilot. We are here at the Flying J, about to get weighed, so that way I know I'm good for sure. Because I know it's very light, but I don't know how light. And I don't know where my TMs, I know where my TMs are, but I don't know what the weights on are. So I just want to be on the safe side and not have to worry about it too much. At least for this trip. There's a homeless guy standing out here. But then also while I'm up here, I'm gonna walk the dog because we are on the road on the way to California now. The next stop we're gonna hit is Hinton, Oklahoma, down the Loves there. So that way we can fuel up. And then the next fuel stop they have me going to is Williams, Arizona. To the Loves there. To fuel it up again. I don't know. On my thing it said only put 134 gallons in, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna fuel it up, fill it up, because I'll be pretty close, for it being full. I don't know why it said 134, but we'll see. But we're on the way up there now, and then they already sent us our next load coming back. We're going up to I believe it's called Norton, California. overweight over getting pulled into a weight scale and getting a ticket for being overweight. And I'm sure the company, you know, would be okay with that. You know, me weighing it instead of getting a ticket for it. And the only reason I know I'm about 10,000 pounds is because the empty, I believe it's like 33,000 or something like that, 34, and it's only like 43,000 something pounds. So that's how I know I'm about 10,000 pounds, roughly, give or take. But they didn't have no, you know, no weight on the paper, so I wasn't for sure. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. pull into that one right there. And before I actually fuel, I gotta go inside and go bathroom. So I'll see y'all whenever I get done. Well, we got our fuel, we went to the bathroom, we're on the road. And I was looking at a place to stop. I think we might stop, I can't remember the town name, I think it's like Armel or something, Armelio or something like that. New Mexico. There's like a Love's, a TA, a Pilot, there's all sorts of truck stops there. So I think that's where we'll stop. It's about 200 miles down the road, so a little less than 2 hours. My Garmin GPS is showing it's about 3 hours, 15 minutes, give or take. So that's where I think we're gonna stop at. We'll see if we can find a spot even. But we'll be able to start up at about 7 in the morning, almost 8 o'clock once we get there. We're a little less than 3 hours away, but it's a 12-hour drive to our next fuel stop, which shows right now we'll be there at 4:50 a.m. If we were allowed to keep driving, we'd be there at 4:50 a.m. And I got our side mount on the mirror. So that way, hopefully, I can do backing up stuff. I'll try it tonight, see how it goes. Won't make any promises. Because if it doesn't look good, then, you know, you won't see it. But if it looks good, you'll see it. Or at least if it looks decent. This is a fun drive, I'll be honest. Have 3 hours, 51 minutes left on our clocks for the day. By the time we get up there, we should have roughly, 40 minutes maybe left. So if we can't find a spot, we'll at least have, a little bit of time to go find a spot somewhere. I have no idea what New Mexico laws are on parking on off-ramps. But if I have to, as long as there's not a sign, I might do it, just depending on if I can find a spot or not. If I can find a spot, we ain't gonna do that. But if I can't, then I'll do it. We'll see. But as long as I can find a spot at the Love's, that puts us about, let me see. That'll put us about 1,340-ish miles away. Which means I gotta do about, let me think. I would have to do about 600 both days to, a little over 600 both days, like 650 both days, just to, make sure I'm good. Which shouldn't be too hard, because 600 miles is about 54 miles an hour, give or take. So I should be able to make 650 both days, but we'll see. Because if I can do 650, that'll put us at, 1,300, which will leave us with about 40 miles. But also I'll have to look at truck stops, see what's available, and what's, where we can park and whatnot. So it all just depends on the availability at truck stops and all that. But we should be able to make it wherever we're going to stay. We should be able to make it there by Saturday. Alright, so we are stopped for the night. Now the place I thought I was gonna go to the Love's, which is about another give or take 10 miles back, going east on I-40. I was gonna stop there, but my GPS screwed all up, and so I accidentally missed the exit for it. But either way, my GPS wasn't even bringing me to the right exit, so it was a whole thing. And then I saw that there was a rest area here, so I'm like, let's go to the rest area. So we're stopped at this rest area, and the Lowe's I stopped at when I fueled, I bought something. Let me show y'all. I bought a air seat blowgun. Gonna get this installed, so that way I don't have to sweep out my truck, you know, all the time. Because yesterday I spent like 20 minutes sweeping and, you know, cleaning up, and it's dirty again. So I went ahead and bought one of these. We're gonna set it up and I'm gonna use it. All right, I could not figure it out, but I even watched a video. But the issue is these on the video I watched, they had where they unhooked the airline at to hook up the blow hose. It looks different than what I have, so I'm just gonna wait until I can get into maintenance and see if they can do it for me, or at least tell me how to do it. So we're gonna wrap the video up here. If you haven't yet, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and this is part 1. I don't know if you all noticed, this is part 1. There's gonna be a part 2 and a part 3, so don't miss those. They'll be pretty good too. And also, just so you know, if I can see it, can't really see it, but I set up a thing over there on the mirror, so that way I can do backing up things, like shots, backing shots. But yeah, I didn't get to do it. I was gonna do it tonight, but you know, I pulled in, so we didn't do it tonight. But I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to episode 2. If you watched the last video, that was episode 1. This here's episode 2 of the same exact trip. We are going to Sonora, California. Sorry if I sound a little weird, I just woke up. Still in the process of waking up. We're going to Sonora, California today. I don't know where we're gonna stop yet tonight. I'll figure that out later. Fuel stop is in Williams, Arizona is where our fuel stop is, which is about 9.5 hours from where I'm at currently. So it's gonna be a little bit of a drive to get there. We'll have to take a 30-minute break before we even get there, so that kind of is, you know, that's a bummer, but it is what it is. It's gonna be a great day. Let's go. All right, we are taking off from the truck stop, or not the truck stop, but from the rest area. Wasn't too bad of a rest area, not really busy.
Continue on the current road.
Which I'm very surprised about. I figured it was gonna get busier than what it did, because when I pulled in, there was only like 2 trucks, and then I pulled in, making it 3. And now, as I look back, I only see like 4. So, not really a whole lot of, you know, people, I guess, stop here. Which is interesting to me. But we're on the road now, so that's all our 30-minute break right outside Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're at the Loves, exit 149.
Take the ramp ahead to I-40 West.
So we were gonna stop at the Loves there at the 158, but I got confused there because I saw the sign for it and it said it was the next exit. So I thought it meant like the 157. So I was like, oh, like, guess I can't. Guess it's not this exit. Guess it's the next one, you know. But this one looks a lot bigger than that other one, so I'm probably glad I went to this one instead. Oh, and there's plenty of parking. We'll just park right up here. We now have 6 hours and 42 minutes on our clock, and we are 4 hours and 46 minutes away still. So about 5 hours. Well, that's an oversized bulldozer, I think is what it's called, or excavator. I think it's a bulldozer, if I'm not mistaken. If somebody knows, how about y'all tell me? Is that a bulldozer right there? Look who we caught up to. Caught up to him going downhill, which is a bad bar. Figured I would have... Whoa, buddy, what are you doing? What was that? Glad I got that on video. That was wild. What is he even doing? Like, watch me. I'm gonna ride beside him, but I ain't gonna... You know, I ain't gonna go over that way like that, like he did. See, look at me right beside him. Plenty of room between me and him. And he still has 4 ways on. I wonder if he blew a tire. That might have been what it was. Oh. We're already in New Mexico. Not New Mexico, my bad. Arizona. I didn't even see the sign for it. Oh, that's a nice pretty rock thing over there on the right. Yeah, I didn't see the sign for Arizona though. Oh, interesting. Wonder how I missed it. Oh, speed up. Wonder how I missed it. Oh, that's because we didn't pass the sign. Why does the exit start before the sign gets here? Oh, weird. Well, here's the sign. Hey, we're in Arizona. All right, so I am up here by Winslow, Arizona, and I see that mountain way back there. So anybody from Arizona, I see that mountain way back there that looks like it has snow on top of it. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it has snow on top of it. What mountain is that? I mean, I'm here in Winslow, Arizona, so but I can see it from. I've been seeing it ever since before I hit the town, and I was just kind of curious what mountain that is over there. That snow, especially snow almost this late in the year, like crazy. Well, if you all can let me know, thank you. Here's another view of that mountain. Like I can see it very good. I mean, not very good. I mean, like it's kind of, you know, not blurry, but it's off in the distance, so you can't see it too as well. But I can see it pretty well, especially now that we're out of the town of Winslow, Arizona. I can really see it. If we can get closer, I'll show y'all a close-up of it. I don't know how much closer we'll get to it though. Right here, I hope y'all can feel like the whole thing would look like that if it was sunlight, not just that one, you know, little top portion. So that's what makes me think it's snow. But I have no idea. So any of y'all who live out this way, let me know. I don't know how well y'all can see that mountain, but it's over there on the right. We got a little closer to it, and yeah, that is snow at the top of it. So that's pretty cool to see. Once we go over this hill, you might see it a little better though. There we go. You can see it a lot better now. Look at that hill. That's or I guess that mountain it would be called a mountain, wouldn't it? That's a big one. Imagine climbing that sucker. That'd be cool. There we go. There's that mountain that we were looking at earlier. Looks big, especially this close up. It's actually closer to Flagstaff than I thought it was, which is crazy because I saw this like, what, 30 miles ago? So that's how big this mountain is. I saw it 30 miles ago. Yeah, I'm still seeing it, and I ain't even that close to it yet. So that just shows how big this mountain is. And that is snow up top, on top of it. So this is a big mountain. Alright, but we are listening now from our fuel stop. So I will see y'all when we get to the fuel stop, probably. YouTube. So I was editing that part 2 of the California video. It's coming out very late, I'll say that. I actually did this video of like 2 months ago, but I lost this piece, so that way I could transfer the videos from my camera, my GoPro, to my computer. I lost that part and I don't know where it went, so I had to buy a new one, and I just got, you know, I just now got around to buying a new one. So yeah, I just bought a new one. I'm editing the video now, and this part and then part 3 I actually didn't, whenever I made the video, I was super tired both nights, super busy, forgot to do outros. So you're gonna see me again whenever I edit part 3 doing another outro. But I don't know if I said it earlier in the video, but for this that last scene there, stopping at that Love's after my fuel stop, like after the getting fuel, parking at that Love's, I actually stayed there that night because I was I needed maintenance to look at my tire because there was a hole in the side wall of it. The mechanic shop came out, looked at it, but really they couldn't do anything until that next morning. So I called maintenance that next morning and I told them about this hole in the sidewall of the tire. They looked at it. It was good to drive on, so they changed. They said it really didn't need change. I'll post a picture. I drove on it. It worked perfectly fine. Had 0 issues. And then yeah, that's about it for that trailer. Yeah, but don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, leave a comment down below, tell me your favorite part. And also, just so you know, whenever I was filming that video, I was starting to get sick. I haven't edited part 3 yet, but if I remember right, I think I was more sick in part 3, and I think that's why I really more like forgot to edit not edit, but I think that's why I forgot to record a lot more. Like getting to my fuel stop, I forgot to record you know, my outro. I forgot to record the tire. I got a picture of the tire. I think if you don't see the picture of the tire during this outro scene, then I just forgot it. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Hey, good morning YouTube. It's your boy Truckin' with Mike. Beautiful day outside. We're about to take off for the day. We're gonna end our day at this rest area that I saw, which is about 638 miles away. Shows we'll be there at 5:13 tonight, which I still gotta take a 30-minute break, so we'll probably be there almost 6 o'clock, which will allow us to get a 34-hour reset in, as long as we show up there by 6 o'clock. Even 7 o'clock we'll be able to get a 34 in, because I won't have to start up until 6 a.m. on Monday. I hope y'all liked that backup thing on the last video. Just so you know, this is part 3. If you haven't yet, go watch part 1 and part 2. I did a backup thing. Let me show you. If it'll work. See that there? That's where I had it hooked up to. And it gave off some great views. But we're gonna get a roll on, and I'll see y'all when we're on the road. Alright, we're on the road. And so far, I've been about, 20, 30 miles so far. About 30, 30, 40 miles. It hasn't been too bad of a drive so far. I'm actually enjoying it. Especially since all I've been doing so far is going down mountains. I can get up to like 75, because that's the speed limit out here. And going down the mountains, I'm hitting 75 for sure. So, it ain't too bad of a drive, at least this morning. But once we get to California, it might change. But we'll see. We're about 110 miles though from California. 592 miles from the rest area we're gonna stay at. But we're gonna have to take a 30-minute break. I don't know where we're gonna do that yet though. We'll probably do it somewhere in California, but that'll have to wait till we get closer for us to see where we're gonna do it. We are at the Lowe's, exit 151 on Highway 58 in California. I believe it's exit 151. We're gonna stop here to do our 30-minute break in these open spots. Turn on our four-ways, roll down our window. Alright, we are back on the road. We got 4 hours and 14 minutes to drive, and we are about 3 hours and 42 minutes away. So we're gonna have like an extra 30-ish minutes to drive, but we're just gonna stop it there, do our 34, take off Monday morning about 6 a.m. is what the plan is right now. This isn't a bad drive though. The only thing I don't like is California speed limit is 55. That's the only thing I hate about this drive. Like why is it 55? Like why can't it be like 65? Like most states. Like most states don't do this except for certain areas. California does it almost the whole way through, which I don't understand. Anyways, I will see y'all once we get to, or I will come back with y'all once we get to our the rest area. Straight and back it up just a little bit. There we go. All right, we're parked. Good morning, YouTube. It's a beautiful morning. This is Monday, May the 12th. We are on our way up to Sonora, California, and I ran into a bit of an issue. So I was looking at the address this morning, and the address is pulling up to a house. I even double checked, like, by switching the numbers around, see if like something they might have messed them up. And each time I switched it, it still pulled up to a house. So I looked at the street view, and it shows that last time they were updated was like 8 months ago, almost a year ago. 8 months ago for the interstate portion. So I mean, maybe they tore down that house because it looked like it would be. It looked like it didn't look like it was upkept too much. So maybe they tore it down.
Right at the stop sign.
But we're gonna go find out for sure. So this may be an interesting morning, depending It's right next to Dollar General, and there's some other businesses around that area. So that's what makes me think they probably did tear it down and put an O'Reilly's there, but we'll find out once we get there. That is one bright sunrise. Also, it's about 6:02 right now. Would have been on the road for about 10 minutes. Green light. Golden Street Boulevard, right? Boulevard. Not what we're on, but that's the street that was going the other way. Alright, YouTube. We made it. We got backed in. And I would have recorded me backing up, but the issue is, if you can see right out here, we got a road. I had to back in from this road, which means I, number one, had to do it fast, so that way traffic could get moving. And I wish I would have recorded though, because I was struggling. I struggled hard on this back, but we got it. You can actually see where my tire tracks are. Just right up here is kind of where I was, is where my tire tracks was. But I couldn't really, you know, pull too, and I couldn't really pull anywhere because that road ain't that big. It's not that big of a road. So what I did was I came down, got as close as I could to this curb, and then shot back up way over here, shot back up, and then tried to angle it in, but I was trying to keep it over in this area here, but I only kept going over here, over in this area. But it is what it is. I hope you like my finger. I'm a finger model, you know, model my fingers off. But yeah, that's what happened. I wish I would have got it though. I wish I would have got it on camera though, because it would have been pretty cool to see what it would have looked like. But here's what I do. I'll put in some backing up clip right here. Alright, YouTube. So I just wanted to finish this video out. I'm about to finish editing it. Don't forget, part 1 and part 2 already came out. If you haven't yet, go back and watch those. Don't forget to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And comment what you would like to see. I did get my motorcycle license, or endorsement, I guess. I got my motorcycle endorsement. I'm gonna get a motorcycle, I don't know when yet. And if you guys would like to see some motorcycle content, let me know also down below, and I'll see what I can do. Alright, peace.